So it produces 205 kilowatts and 365 Newton meters. But get this, the claimed range for this car is 1,300 kilometers, which sounds quite unbelievable, but if you'd consider the distance that we've traveled, it is quite believable because we've traveled 552 kilometers so far, and I've got 495 kilometers left on my fuel tank, and I've got about 27% battery. But the battery does regen as you're driving, so that does aid in the fuel economy sector or the fuel economy side of things. This vehicle is very interesting in terms of the features that it has. For instance, it's got UV protection on the windscreen, which I think will be quite good for the South African sun. And the back seats can be stretched out into a full bed, which again is going to be quite great for a weekend away. Overall, this car does feel very refined and it does feel very luxurious. We need to remember that this is going to be the luxury arm for Chery. So when it's positioned in South Africa, people need to understand where it sits, and I do think it's going to play that role very nicely because it is a very premium car. What's quite interesting about this test drive is that these cars are actually not finished products. They are pre-production mules, and what they're doing now is that they're asking for our feedback in terms of what can be refined even further. So it's going to be quite interesting when the vehicle does come to South Africa to see if they've taken note of our feedback. But overall, there aren't many changes that I would do to this car because already it does drive very nicely. But of course, there are small nitty-gritties out there that I do think they can refine even further to make it a very nice product. But overall, it is a very nice product to begin with.